morning, and how is everybody doing? And welcome back to the channel. Been out here in the garage just for a little while. Continue working on the caddy. I did get the passenger side put back together and I put the tire on. I just want to give you guys a comparison of what it's going to look like. It did drop it down quite a bit. You can see that gap in there. The top of the fender and the tire is pretty good. And then we'll come around here to the passenger side. The passenger side hasn't had nothing done to it yet. That's quite a bit of difference there as far as the drop. I am going to put some more preload on that other side. These are the Fast Bunny strut cups. They look pretty good. I had them powder coated in the textured black. And then this is what the factory side looks like. Coilovers, I picked those up from Reassembling USA. All of the links will be in the description below for the Reassembling, for the Fast Bunny. And I did have a change as far as my coupon code. When I was at Hot Shots last weekend, talking with them guys, or last Friday, a week ago today, talking with them guys, we changed some things up on the coupon code. It is always the first link in the description. But now instead of getting a free bottle of EDT, you guys are going to get 5% off your entire order by using that same coupon code, which is CM73. So hit that link in the description, head over to Hot Shots, and they have all the products that I've used, plus a lot more. And some new apparel to choose from also, as far as some t-shirts. Hoodies stayed the same. I have an ARP hoodie on today, but their hoodies stayed the same, but they have a bunch of new t-shirt designs out, and they have more product releases coming in the works, but I don't know what they are. I just was told that. So anyway, we're going to continue on. We're going to tear the passenger side apart and redo and do it. This is something else I want to show you too. If you look at that control arm there, you can see how that one comes down at an angle. And then you look at the one on the passenger side, that one's pretty much straight across. Now, granted, these aren't under load right now, they're just sagging. So it's going to be kind of interesting once I take and set it on the ground, what it does. So I'm going to put some more, like I said, I'm going to put some more preload in that spring. Was having just a little bit of rubbing issues if I left it the way that it was. So we're going to see if we can find it there. There you go. It was rubbing the top of the tire. So I'm going to take and put some more preload in it, and with the spanner wrenches, and put and raise that spring up just a little bit more. But I want to show you guys how I did the bushings and stuff like that within them lower control arms when I have it apart. So I'll get that side off, and then we'll go back to the bench and take those bushings out and put the new ones in. Alright, when I took the driver's side apart, what I did is I took some of my crown penetrant and I put down in here and just let it soak in good. Try and get that broke free. And then on the top one right here, I sprayed some crown penetrant on it too, but what I did first was cut this rubber off clear down to the control arm itself. After I have that top cut off of there, I sprayed some penetrant on this edge and start letting it soak in. And then to get this bottom one off, I just used a hammer and punch and started beating it off. I did have to cut both sides of that off to be able to turn it out this side. Okay, I got the ball joint drilled out, and that lower control arm is completely tore apart. You can see right here is the round bushing that gets pressed in. These are all the pieces that I cut off to be able to put this end in my vise and start turning it back and forth with some of the crown penetrant to be able to help give it some lubrication to slide out as I'm turning it. You can use anything, WD-40, whatever. I just use the crown because that's what I have and that's what I like. I did go ahead, instead of grinding them heads off, I did go ahead and just, these ends here were already had a head on it that was kind of center punched. So I just didn't do any grinding at all. I just drilled them out. Used a drill bit corresponding size as the diameter of the rivet, and they come out a lot easier than how I tried it last night. It didn't work well for me. I thought I would take this time also to show you the difference between the two. This is what's going in, and this is factory. Get that down just a little bit, about right there. You can see how much shorter they are. Basically, this bottom bolt lines up with the top bolt, and then also you get some more lowering because of the strut cups too. That raises it up into the engine compartment a few inches compared to, like I showed you earlier, the factory side there. So getting the control arm, got a coat of paint on it. I'm gonna let it dry, and as soon as that's dry, we'll start the assembly process and get this thing on the ground and see what it looks like. With the paint dry on the lower control arm, the way I was able to press this bushing back in this hole was, you see the way this side is tapered just a little bit. Start there, and I just pushed it in through my vise. But to aid in a little bit, I took some of the chain lube from Crown Company and sprayed a little bit inside there, and then some on the bushing itself. This one here is pretty easy. I just sprayed some of the chain lube inside of it. You gotta make sure and orient it the right way. Flat side goes towards the body or goes up. So this will sit in the truck like this. So therefore this end has to go on like that. All I need to do is bolt on my ball joint, and this one's good to go back in the truck. All right, I got the passenger side, sorry. I got the driver's side all back together. Went together pretty easy. There's one other thing I wanted to show you. Go back over here to the passenger side. It is a very good idea to get these the alignment done after you do this. This top bolt on your coilover and on your factory struts is what adjusts the Casper camber. So this has a egg-shaped washer on it. On this side, it's on the head of the bolt, and then this is just a washer on this side. That on the nut side, and there's a flat spot on the bolt right there, and it can only go on one way. And what you do is you twist that, and that changes the angle of your tire. So you need to go get this aligned when you're done. And also you need to, I had to take and put quite a bit of preload in these springs. I actually need to go up just a little bit higher, maybe another inch or so, and that's done with the spanner wrenches that comes with the Reassembling coilovers. You just put it on there and you go up to put more preload, you go down to put less preload. But with my factory tires and wheels right there, I was having some rubbing issues and I had to go up quite a bit. Now that's why I've been trying to get a hold of that guy over there at Diamond Race Wheels for a set of smoothies, because they have a technical support line, and I was trying to get a hold of him. Like I told you guys yesterday, I've tried to call him 3 times with no response to see what the offset is, or if I can change the offset on a set of his smoothies, because this has too much positive offset. These factory wheels do, and the tire was rubbing on the spanner nuts there, so I need to change that. Gotta figure out what back spacing I need for a new set of tires and wheels. So I'm actually pretty glad I haven't bought anything yet. I did check my receipt as far as the O'Reilly purchases. There is no limit as far as returns, so I am going to take back the front rotors and the front pads and get that money back also. That way that can help and aid in the purchase of a set of tires and wheels too. I don't know. Let's get this tire put on. First of all I got to do all my preload and get these tires put on and get this baby on the ground, see what it looks like. All right, here she sits, all done on the ground. You can see that front end's just sitting a little bit too low for me. It's raked to the front. I would rather have the back down just a little bit lower. So what I think I need to do is put some more preload in them front coilovers. So I'm going to get it back up in the air, take the tires off, wind up the coilovers probably about 2.5, maybe 3 inches, and kind of see if I can't get that front end up just a little bit more. I did take it for a test drive. Everything clears. There's no rubbing issues at all. Let me grab a light and we'll look underneath so you can see how low that oil pan's sitting too. Gotta get down here awfully low. See that? That's pretty low right there, isn't it? I can't even put my fists underneath there. So we need to get this up off the ground just a little bit. I mean, it's cool, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna see that right there. It's hit me just above the knee. So, yeah, sitting just a little bit too low. So, anyway, I'm gonna get her back up in the air. I'm gonna take and put some more preload in those springs, wind them coils up, see if I can't raise the front end up just a little bit, and see if I can't level the truck out and kind of go from there. So don't forget, coupon code for Hot Shots has changed. It's always the first link in the description. Like I said, CM73, unless I didn't say it in the beginning. I think I did. I don't know. Anyway, CM73 will now get you 5% off your entire order. It's no longer a free bottle. We changed some things up when we were there last Friday at Hot Shots. So head over to Hot Shots, check everything out, use my code and get 5% off your entire order at hotshotsecret.com. First link in the description. Also, links in the description for Reassembling and Fast Bunny. Fast Bunny, he does more than just the strut cups. He has the rear plates, the drop plates, He has some billet interior pieces, like some billet shifter knobs, some billet door handles. He's got some other pieces on his website. You need to check out his website too. It's Fast Bunny Metalworks. He is on Instagram and Facebook, and then he also has his website. His link will be in the description below also. So for right now, I think that's pretty much going to do it. Hit that like button, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.